CNN International host Richard Quest was left burying his head in his hands live on air as a montage of Donald Trump's top staff was shown. CNN presenter Richard Quest was left in an on-air breakdown over U.S. President Donald Trump's tariff chaos, as his top staff tripped over themselves to defend him. The CNN International anchor was shown a video montage of Trump's advisors attempting to spin the tariffs, which have caused stock markets across the globe to fall. During the latest installment of One World with Zain Asher and Bianca Golodryga, economic advisor Peter Navarro, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick were all shown trying to downplay recession fears. But poor Richard was left burying his head in his hands as he watched the carnage unfold on screen, leading CNN's Zain Asher to point out, "Look at his face, his head buried in his hands, literally." Co-host Bianca Golodryga fired back, "And it's only Monday." Richard Quest chimed in, "There doesn't have to be a recession," says the U.S. Treasury Secretary. He's right, there doesn't have to be a recession. The only problem is, economic circumstances have now been put in place that most Wall Street economists have senior notes say are likely to cause a recession. He added, "You want a trade war? This is what it looks like. This is the reality, and at some point, ladies and gentlemen, there is so much disruption that the markets simply can't take it and jobs go, investment stops, and the recession happens." It comes after another CNN anchor compared Trump's plans for a military parade to Vladimir Putin's similar acts in Russia. Erin Burnett said, "Apparently, we understand, it would include soldiers, armored vehicles, tactical vehicles and more, a celebration that is much more familiar in settings outside of the United States, whether that be China, Russia or North Korea, put on by some of the strong men Trump has said that he admires." She went on to draw another comparison between Trump and Vladimir Putin, adding, "You know, when Putin and his own state media put out statements about seemingly unimportant things he cares about, like how many goals he scored in a hockey game, if that sounds familiar in the context of this weekend, maybe it should." As Trump's trade war was raging on, they put a release out to reporters telling them, quote, of Trump that, "I won. It's good to win. You heard I won, right? Talking about his golfing this weekend in Mar-a-Lago.